Hello everyone, this is Mr. Khan from Pakistan. Today we are going to talk about how to convert AOB into offsets and offsets into AOB. Fire up your game loop, go to the lobby, start your game or not, it is up to you. Let's say we have an offset UE4 plus this and an AOB. By the way, this AOB is for no grass. We are going to convert it into offset so we can use it in our POC software. Attach cheat engine to the game loop. I have this small script which automatically searches AOW underscore exe for me and attaches it. Okay, so here cheat engine is attached to game loop. Make sure that before doing anything, and if you are a beginner, go to the debugger options and make sure you are on kernel mode debugger. Okay, I'm here on Windows debugger, but I'm using a different method to read and write memory inside game loop. You must be in kernel mode, and if this option is not enabled and there is a button here to enable protection, to make enable, you must click it, then select it here, then go to extras and check these two options, click OK and restart PC. If these are not clickable, you should restart PC, and after restarting you must check these two options here, and also make sure that the debugger is set into kernel mode. Make sure you see these options the same as I am seeing it. Okay, but your selection should be kernel mode. Let's search for the array of byte which we have AOB, and make sure that the writable is on ignore mode. Okay, gray, don't care if it is writable memory or not. Then we will search for this thing. By the way, if anybody is wondering what this AOB is, this is for no grass, and how this AOB is made, we have already talked about this in our group, and a post about this has been made in the channel as well. If you want to see it, you can just click string here, and this will convert automatically to string. This is the name, material expression landscape grass output. We are searching actually for this string in memory inside UE4. So here we have some results. Now the results are not 100% accurate. If we have our maps here, by the way, if you don't have this file, you can generate it like this. Go to AOB devices. If it doesn't find, no problem, just kill server, and then again click AOB devices. It will show up emulator as 5554. Okay, and then you can do this AOB space shell PID of com 10 cent IG. It will give us the PID, process identification number of the game which is running now, and then you can do this AOB slash space shell, and then cat slash proc slash 21796 slash maps. You will get this, but instead you can also make it a little bit shorter. If you want to search for UE4 only, just do this instead. Okay, it will give you only the UE4 entries, and we see that UE4 is starting here 4DDC0000. okay, and we have already saved this with ourselves. You can generate this file just like me by issuing this command slash lib slash arm slash, okay, and then you can output this to like C drive, whatever, for example xx.txt. If the access is denied, it means that you are not running in administrator mode. You should do it in D drive instead, and then we can check our D drive. We have this file now. almost identical to mine. Okay, and here we can see that the starting position of UE4 is identified. Okay, this is how you generate the file. You can watch the video again if you do not understand what I just did. Alright, going back to our search results, we already know that these values may not be 100% correct. Some of these values are fake. Okay, how do I know? Because the material expression layout, this grass expression layout function is from UE4, and it cannot load in the memory of the game before UE4 is loaded. So you see that UE4 is loaded after this number, after this instruction, or after this address, sorry, not instruction, after this address. You see that all addresses referring to this material expression layout 405 F4, these are not from UE4. So these values, these are not going to help us. Only these three values, these are related to UE4. Any value loaded after the loading starting point of UE4, they are okay for our library base cheats. Okay, now you can verify also the value here. You can we saved it in string, but we can also convert it into AOB, because we want to change this AOB into this is the AOB, we want to change it into an offset. And alright, once again let's go, because one of the AOB is not matching the original one. So the 4D61, this was our original AOB, and we can just click next scan here if we want to see whether the values retain here, or they change. So 74E219, this is okay, the value is fine. 63211D88, it's fine. 69FED3B1, it's fine. Even if the starting bytes are different, these are because we are not looking at it in hexadecimal. Alright, so these are same values. Now we are already seeing the offsets here. We can go ahead and just note them in our file for calculation purposes. This is the first offset, this is the second offset, this is the third offset for our no grass function, and this is the base of the library. So this address must be subtracted from each of these addresses to find out the actual offset. So from here we can open calculator in programming mode. My calculator is already set here. You can select from here, okay, programming mode, and then you can just tell it in hexadecimal minus this base address. This will give you the offset inside UE4 library, which you can then use inside your proof of concept applications. Similarly, we do all the process for the remaining offsets that we have found. So this gives us this function. Okay, similarly for this one, alright, so we can discard these things now. No need for the other things. Okay, so these are our target offsets which we can use for no grass function, and you already know how to replace it. Just replace with anything you like. So for example 00000000, people do like this, but it would be good if you do it like this. Alright, and then do for this also, for this also. This is how to convert AOB to offset. Okay, now another thing that people for GG or GameGuardian users, they don't know how to use this thing. It can be used in the set value function that you already know about. Get library base. Here for example you have already found library base. Okay, here you have found it in SO, and then you can use it like this, SO plus this function, and then you can use the hexadecimal format of GG like this. Okay, and it will work, and you can repeat the same process for the remaining ones. Okay, but still people also want to tell me how to convert this into 4-byte value. This is completely simple. In there are two methods inside cheat engine. It can be used and converted simply. Just go to new scan, put array of bytes here, just put this value whatever is with you that you want to convert. You want to convert it into 4-byte value. Okay, so just click 4 bytes and it will be like this. Okay, this is the correct way to convert any number. And if you want to convert it into sorry, this is the hexadecimal. In decimal it will be like this, like this. This is the value. So people, the noobs or new beginners, noobs is a word for beginner level people, a beginner level person will use it like this, like this, 4-byte, and this like this, I think. Okay, I'm not expert in GG, so people use it like this. Any other value that you want to convert, let us say you have a patch 0000A0E3 1EFF2FE1. so you already know that GameGuardian can only support 4, and then after this there is no 8-byte, there is a 16-byte and a 32-byte. So you cannot convert it like this, so people split it here like this. They convert it to 4-byte in normal numbers like this. So let us say we have a number like this, and there is a patch for it like this. So what people do is they split this number into separate functions. So they write it like this. First this number, okay, and here they write the 4-byte value that we just calculated. Alright, and then they do the same thing, but here because this is a continuous array, so 0 1 2 3, the next number will be from 4. Okay, and here they write 1EFF2FE1, and then they convert it to 4 bytes, then decimal, and then they write it here like this. This is also a good way. There is another way if you want to use 32-bit value, but it is all a preference for people what they want to do, and the 16-byte or 32-byte value cannot be converted with cheat engine because it can only support 2, 4 and 8 bytes. How to convert bigger numbers using a calculator? It is a very simple process here. Let's say I write I have a number like this and I want to convert it to this value using a calculator. So this value should be written in reverse, E3A00000 like this. Okay, so this will be E3A00000. Okay, this will become 3818913792, just as cheat engine has converted. Okay, and then you can use the same analogy for converting other numbers, hexadecimal to 8 byte or 16 byte. So you should write it in the reverse order. Okay, reverse it like this. Reverse it will be E12F FF1E. Okay, so we use this number. Okay, and then we find this thing that we already found it, 37780191002. Okay, if you want to convert this whole number, let's say, what will you do? The same thing, just write the numbers in the reverse order, E12F FF1E and then E3A00000. You copy this number and put it inside hexadecimal, you will get this thing. And in some cheat engine scripts you see negative values. Some people ask on you see how to convert this into GG and GG from cheat engine, etc., and from GG to cheat engine. All of these things are simple numbers, but for this, if you want to use it in scripts like this, in the set value command, you will use a 32 byte value and then you will use it like this. Okay, this is a simple thing all of you can do. Now coming back to our topic, how to convert an offset to AOB. These are some extra things. And this is AOB to offset. You already now understand it. Okay, so in cheat engine this is very easy how to convert an offset to AOB. We already know that this is UE4. So what is UE4 with us? This is the address of UE4. And what is our offset? Our offset is this thing. Just for example, how can you convert this? Just add it. Use a calculator program. Copy this plus this thing. You have a memory address. Okay, now you can go to this memory address inside cheat engine. Oh sorry, not needed for all of these. Just go to memory view, right click here or here, go to address. Okay, so this is our address which we wanted, 130 here, F04 F2D E9. this is our AOB, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. I think 12 is enough, but we have to make sure that this is the only AOB and nothing is the same, nothing is similar to this AOB in memory. Okay, so we should also check it again. So there are thousands of AOBs. So what should we do? We should go again to memory and we should increase the length of our AOB. Let's say I copy 16 bytes. Again go to scan. Now the values are down by half. We should increase the value a little bit more. Now I have 24 byte value. Now I have 3 values. I will increase it a little bit more. 1 2 3 4. This is about 28 bytes now. There is exactly, I thought 1, now it is again 2. We will increase a little bit more. Let's get these 4 bytes to make it a 32 byte value. Alright. Again 2, we will increase it a little bit more. Oh shit, this has a lot of similarity. I will go for 48 bytes. The 48 bytes string of bytes should not be similar to anything else now. It is similar. Let's go forward 8 more. It will be about 56. Alright, so we should reach 64 byte now. This is a function inside UE4 used in anti-ban. This is used in anti-ban page making, okay? Okay, we have to increase a little bit more, I think. Let's go for a large value. So there is a another method if you are still not getting unique results. It looks like 64 bytes of the first 64 bytes of these two instructions are same, these two functions are same, and 4 byte is a single instruction in ARM assembly. It means that the first 16 instructions are same. It means that these two functions in different memory locations are exact copies of each other. If we can go a little bit more in length and verify this, let's add 16 more, see what happens, okay? Yeah, so these are same functions. You should try to limit your result into only the one that you are targeting in the first place. So the offset is 8130, and both of these functions are exact copies of each other. So even if you patch both of these functions, it will not be harmful for the game. But converting offset to AOB is an intuitive process. It is all dependent upon your common sense. So if you are lucky, you can most of the time, like 9 out of 10 times, you will always have a unique AOB at around length of 16 bytes maximum. After that, if some function is showing similarity continuously, it means that both of these functions are same, and you should take both of these functions into account, okay? I mean, you should consider both of them in your AOB. So the AOB can be decreased to about, let's say, .32 bytes, okay? I think this should be enough because we are already getting similarities up to 64 bytes. It means the functions are same, so if you are targeting automatically only one function for them, both of these functions should be targeted in the first place. So this is how an AOB is made. This is the AOB for this offset inside UE4 library which we have just created. Okay, this is how you can convert an AOB offset to AOB. Similarly, in this function, if you want to obtain the original AOB, let's see how this can be done. Go to this function inside UE4 library. I mean inside UE4 library, as you go there like this, Control G, you give it the offset of UE4 first, which is this. Okay, and then you give it the offset which you want to find AOB for. So this is the offset which we want to convert into AOB again. Okay, so here is your function at offset of 219, material expression on landscape grass output up to here. This is your AOB, and then you can paste it here and compare it. So it should be exactly the same. Alright, so this is how to convert offsets into AOB and AOB into offsets. This is really a simple process. If you don't have cheat engine, let's suppose, it is going to help you in a lot of things, like some AOBs and some offsets are from memory and not from the library itself, but it's going to help you if you use cheat engine. You can use HXD also if you want to find out something inside UE4 statically. So let's say we search for that same AOB of material expression. Okay, this search all. So you see that this function is related to UE4 but not inside UE4, not inside UE4 library statically. Okay, and then we can also verify a smaller version of the AOB to see if it is inside the static library or not. Yeah, it's here. Material expression is here, but on screen position, and this is only one. So it means that the functions are unwinded inside memory. When you play the game, when you are inside game, you will find this offset. This offset is not static. Okay, this is dynamic, and it is related to the game when the game is loaded and inside lobby. Okay, this is why when we make our scripts, we include when we make our scripts like this, okay, so we include a button here for no grass, and this is lobby functions. When we click it, all the functions of all the functions that we want to activate in lobby are automatically applied, including the no grass functions, which is here. Okay, this is the multi lobby function, this is the no grass function. I have enabled this, and there is another thing, no recoil also, but the no recoil function only can be activated inside the game. Okay, so this is the value for no recoil. Let's see what this means in cheat engine. If you go to cheat engine, attach it to any arbitrary process, doesn't matter. Let's say I attach it to Firefox and use the array of byte. Just convert this option to string. You will see that it is related to camera shake T, and camera shake T function you can find in the SDK also. if I have the SDK, let's suppose, let me check. SDK 1.8, 1.9. I don't think, yeah, I have it, yes. So let's search it. Yeah, it is the camera shake template, and it is related to the shoot weapon effect component. Let's see. Yeah, all of these offsets are in the same class. This SDK was modified and given to me by Unite Mods in Telegram, so thank you to them for their effort and work. Alright, so I think these are the basics of converting offsets to AOB and AOB to offsets. This is a pretty straightforward process. You can do it if you have an anti-ban for one season. You can convert it to anti-ban for the next season if you can convert the offsets to AOB and then search them in the next season. Okay, this is how most people do it. Most people, I say. So let's say I have, let's say, these ANOGs offsets, and you can see the title of the file that I have, 1.9 updated to 2.0 ANOGs. These are updated from AOB method, and all of the AOB method is actually correct. You see all the cases are correctly identified by AOB conversion, and all of these functions, including the some of the important ones, are touched automatically. EC7F9, which was later patched in this season about 20 days ago. Now we cannot use it. I have marked it like here, so we stopped using completely this set and we made another set for use. So this is how people update their offsets. Any offset, any kind of cheat you can update for every season by converting the offset to AOB and then using that AOB to make more offsets in the next season. I hope you have learned some thing from this video. Best of luck, and the series will continue. We will address small topics like these, and we will also address some complex topics in the cheat engine in the IDE also. Okay, so let's say I'm working on this offset now, 288E30, which is related to the ACE function, which compares strings using this function, etc., and we will cover about these things in later on videos, inshallah. Inshallah means God willing. Goodbye, take care everyone, Allah Hafiz.